Welcome to The Late Show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. There's just, John, there's so much meat on the news bone today that I don't know where to start carving. So let's just unhinge our jaws and swallow this cow from the head down. When you're talking about Washington, the head is Donald Trump. Ever since, some fans here tonight, ever since the FBI raided his lawyer Michael Cohen's offices, the walls have been closing in on the president. He is not happy. One source said, we're at a different level now. He's losing his And another just said, Jesus, take the wheel. Buddy, I hate to tell you, Jesus flung the door open a few miles back and then tuck and rolled into a ditch. Those footprints in the sand are running straight into the ocean screaming. And Donald Trump is ready to take drastic action against just everybody investigating him, no matter who. One Trump friend told Vanity Fair, I could see him having a total meltdown and saying, it, I'm firing all of them. This is very dry tinder. If someone strikes a match to it, you could see it catching fire. Dry tinder, by the way, is how Mike Pence met his wife. It's the only, because he looks like the only dating app with 100% no moisture exchange guarantee. Now, he seems like a dusty guy. He's got a dusty, like he was a puppet made of talcum powder. Now, the president denies he's upset, tweeting, so much fake news about what's going on in the White House. Very calm and calculated, with a big focus on open and fair trade with China, the coming North Korea meeting, and, of course, the vicious gas attack in Syria. Feels great to have Bolton and Larry K. on board. We are... ... doing things that nobody thought possible despite the never-ending and corrupt Russian investigation, which takes tremendous time and focus, no collusion or obstruction, other than I fight back. So now they do the unthinkable and raid a lawyer's office for information bad. Breathe. I don't know if raiding Trump's lawyer's office is unthinkable, sir. For example, I just thought of it. And, sir, here's some free legal advice. When you're under investigation for obstruction of justice, don't tweet, no collusion or obstruction, other than I fight back. Fighting back is the obstruction part. That's like saying, Your Honor, you can't prove I committed arson because I burned all the evidence. The defense rests. Now, you look flammable yourself, Your Honor. Of course, unhinged Twitter rants are not how you respond to a federal investigation. It's how you escalate a global military conflict. Trump has said that we will have military responses to the horrific gas attack in Syria last week. So, Syria's ally, Russia, who has troops on the ground there, issued a warning that they will shoot down U.S. missiles fired at Syria and retaliate against launch sites. Guys, don't fight your friends. Remember when you colluded down by the old creek? You said you'd never forget that summer or admit to remembering it under oath. So, two nuclear powers in direct conflict in the middle of a civil war in Syria. Jared, this would be a great time to unveil your whole Middle East peace thing. Just clean it up. Clean it up. In all seriousness, the whole region is a powder keg. Russia is a nuclear power. So, Trump took a deep breath, met with his foreign policy officials, and responded with a measured diplomatic response. I'm just kidding. He tweeted, Russia vows to shoot down any and all missiles fired at Syria. Get ready, Russia, because they will be coming nice and new and smart. Nice and new and smart. Is there any way we could make those missiles, President? So... smart. Just to recap, he's taunting our nuclear rival. It's like if during the Cuban Missile Crisis, Kennedy took out a full-page ad. Khrushchev doesn't have the balls. Come at me, Chrome Dome. That's my Kennedy. That's my Kennedy. Now, Russia is taking this seriously. Today, a Moscow newspaper ran the headline, "Is Macho Trump starting World War III?" Threats. Muscle flexing. Macho nicknames. Trump is finally bringing his background in pro wrestling to our foreign policy. Now, you listen up, brother. You better get ready, because on Monday night at World War Raw, I'm bringing the thunder to Animal Assad, the gas-killing animal, the rude dude, King John Crude. But first, I'm taking down my nemesis, the Special Counsel. And if you candy-ass jabronis think I won't plunge the world into a global conflict that destroys civilization as we know it, then you don't know El Trumpo Loco, brother. I am crazy, hombre. I will deport myself because I am smart. Who was that masked man? And just 40 minutes after the tweet where Trump threatened to launch missiles that could hit Russian troops, he tweeted this: "Our relationship with Russia is worse now than it has ever been, and that includes the Cold War. There's no reason for this. Russia needs us to help with their economy, something that would be very easy to do, and we need all nations to work together. Stop the arms race." In less than an hour, right? In the span of less than an hour, he went from "you're friends with a gas-killing animal" to "stop arms race." I guess John Kelly's tranquilizer dart finally kicked in. Look, I don't care how many people have to die for me to change the news cycle, but I will push this Why can't we just love each other?